Chapter 14 The Buddha. Verse 179 Into his victory, which is never reversed, there enters no element of weakness. Through what fault can you lead captive the faultless one, the Buddha, whose spirit is nirvana? Verse 180 By what fault will you lead captive the faultless Buddha, whose spirit is nirvana? In him are no clinging meshes of desire to lead him captive. Verse 181 The gods themselves emulate the truly wise and mindful, who are busy in meditation and prudent, delighting in the peace of nirvana. Verse 182 Arduous is human birth, arduous is mortal life, arduous is hearing of the law, arduous the uprising of Buddhas. Verse 183 Eschew all evil, cherish good, cleanse your inmost thoughts. This is the teaching of Buddhas. Verse 184 Patience and fortitude is the supreme asceticism. Nirvana is above all, say the Buddhas. He is no recluse who harms others, nor is he who causes grief an ascetic. Verse 185 Hurt none by word or deed, be consistent in well-doing, be moderate in food, dwell in solitude, and give yourselves to meditation. This is the advice of Buddhas. Verse 186 Not by a shower of gold is satisfaction of the senses found. Little pleasure, lasting pain, so thinks the sage. Verse 187 The follower of the true Buddha finds no delight even in divine pleasures, but his joy is in the destruction of desire. Verse 188 Often do men in terror seek sanctuary in mountains or jungles, by sacred groves or trees. Verse 189 In them is no safe sanctuary, in them is not the supreme sanctuary, in them is not that sanctuary whither a man may go and cast aside his cares. Verse 190 But he who goes for sanctuary to the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha, looks in his wisdom for the Four Noble Truths. Verse 191 Sorrow, the arising of sorrow, the cessation of sorrow, and the Noble Eightfold Path which leads to their cessation. Verse 192 Here truly is the sure sanctuary. Here is the supreme sanctuary. Here is the sanctuary where a man may go and cast aside his care. Verse 193 Hard to find is the exalted one. He is not born in every place. Happy dwells the household into which he, the wise one, is born. Verse 194 A blessing is the arising of Buddhas. A blessing is the true preaching. Blessed is the unity of the Sangha. Blessed is the devotion of those who dwell in unity. Verse 195, 196 Immeasurable is the merit of him who does reverence to those whom reverence is due. Buddha and his disciples, men who have left behind them the trammels of evil, and crossed beyond the stream of sorrow and wailing, calmed and free of all fear. These are the words of the Buddha.